Hey guys, how are you? I am back again with another collective reading. So Spirit has asked me today to do a reading based on Venus going into retrograde. So this is going to definitely affect relationships, money, different energies are going to be going on. So I do want to do a reading. You guys know, again, I'm not an astrologer. I'm a medium, so I'm channeling messages from Spirit, but astrology does have a lot to do with my practice and pretty much a lot to do with us, our relationships, our finances, our communication. The planets have so much to do with all of that. So I have been trying my best to really, study and just tap into that energy more. So we're going to be doing that today. So this is just going to be some energy going on. I'm definitely picking up a lot of relationship energy here, but I do want to tap into finances as well. So let's get started. We're going to start with relationships. So this is going to be collective and this is going to resonate for whoever it resonates for. Okay, so I am being told today to do the Wild Unknown Tarot. I love this deck. All right, let's do it. This was actually gifted to me by one of my clients, so thank you so much, Jessica. I have my angels and my spirit guides to bring forward the energy for the collective in regards to Venus retrograde. What is going on? Accuracy and clarity. Okay, accuracy and clarity for my angels and my spirit guides. What is going on when it comes to Venus retrograde? What is the energy? All right. So for some of you, I feel like there's going to be some communication when it comes to partnerships, but I feel like this is going to be communication that's been needing to happen. So for some of you, this is going to be communication coming from something that you thought you had already let go of. So this feels to me like it could be from a person of the past, or it could be with a partner that you are currently with. And I feel like the energy exchange between you and this person has not been equal. And I feel like there's going to be somebody coming in, and either the person's going to be coming in or the communication is going to be coming in as far as trying to clear things up that you thought you had already let go of. Like, it's almost like, wait, didn't we already talk about that? And it's like, no, this is getting brought up again. This is resurfacing for a reason. So let me see. Yeah, exactly. For sure. Their communication is going to be coming in, and this is going to be, it feels very necessary to me, although you feel that it may have already been let go of, and you may have already felt like you dealt with this already, or this was something that surfaced in your life already. Spirit is like, hold the fuck on. Venus is in retrograde. This is going to be coming back up. Yeah, and this is because this had depleted you so much energetically. And I'm feeling a lot of femininity here. So I do feel like there's a feminine energy here that had been depleted from this, and they didn't even know it. It's almost like, I'm just chilling. I thought everything was cool. Yeah, for the past. All right, yeah. So we have the Six of Cups. And this is, it flew out in reverse. So I hate to say it, but I do feel that there may be somebody coming back from the past to communicate with you that you're not wanting to hear from because you thought you already dealt with this shit. And that's what was I saying a second ago? You felt like you already let go of this. You felt like this was something that you already dealt with, and Spirit and Venus retrograde are like, hold on. We're going to revisit this because there's still more that you need to release and let go of. And even though, and I feel like some people are probably like watching this and they're like, fuck, like I don't want to deal with this. And sometimes it doesn't even fucking matter what you want to deal with or what you don't. This is all for your personal growth. And sometimes there are things, and it's not even about closure, because I don't really like to visit that whole like, I need closure. It's not about that. It's more about you being able to see parts of the situation that still resonate with you and parts that still sit with you energetically, because for some of you, you have not cut this cord from this person or from this situation, regardless if it's current, like you guys are still together, or this person is coming in from the past. Whatever this is from the, and it's funny because this barely came out, but this is that past energy, but it does feel like either you have suppressed it or ignored it. So it could be the person or it could be the situation. But that communication does feel like it's coming in this time frame of Venus retrograde. Okay, so felt like you let go of it. Yeah, and it's all so that you can dead the fucking situation. So you can either let it go because you think you've let it go. For some of you, you feel like I've totally let that go. Like I'm totally fine. And it's almost like if someone brings it up and they're like, hey, like what happened? Like, are you okay? It's almost like I'm good. Like I kind of just like brushing it off. And I feel like this re-emergence of this energy, the communication coming forward and revisiting this situation or this connection, this is so that you can let this shit go. Death, the death of the old version of that, the death of what happened, the death of, you know, that cycle, letting that die so that something new can reemerge. And I feel like even though this may sound negative, like, fuck, I don't want to talk to this person again, or fuck, I don't want to have to revisit that whole situation. This is for your greater good. This is to see it, acknowledge it, and really truly release it. Because trust me, and I'm saying this from a place of knowing, there are some times when you're like, I'm over it. And then it resurfaces and you're like, okay, fuck, maybe I wasn't really over it, and now I'm able to release it and let it go. So for some of you, this again may sound negative, but I don't believe that this is negative. I feel like this is happening for you. This is a lot of shadow work energy that I'm picking up here. So I do feel like these darker parts of this reading are coming up for a reason, so that you can release, so that you can acknowledge that you hadn't truly energetically let go, and now it's time to let it go. Yeah, and I feel like there was a lot of selfishness that happened with this connection or with this occurrence. I feel like there was a lot of selfish energy that was in the communication the last time that it was talked about, I'm hearing. It's almost like it was very one-sided. That's Spirit saying it was one-sided. It was one-sided. And I feel like this is your time to acknowledge that your side or your opinion in the situation or your opinion in the connection or just your energy in the connection matters too. Like, I don't know, for some reason, I feel really one-sided with this situation. It feels like the masculine energy that I'm picking up on was super one-sided. Like, it was like, oh, I'm right, doesn't matter. And the feminine energy, again, because I felt that very depleted energy from the feminine, it's almost like you shut down for this other person, or you dimmed yourself for this other person to shine, or you kind of were like, fuck it, like I'm gonna let it go so that they can feel better. Like almost, and that's why it's being revisited. That's what I'm hearing here. It's almost like I let this person have their way because I just didn't want to talk about it anymore. I didn't want to deal with it anymore. And sometimes that's the right thing for you in that moment. But again, these things resurface because there's still parts of you that are not healed when it comes to this situation. So I definitely feel like with this Venus retrograde, for whoever this is resonating for, this is going to come up and this is going to be revisited. Let's see what else, and then I'm going to move on to some more messages because I kind of want to get different messages out for different people in this reading while I have time. What else? Yeah, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of patience that's needed with this situation, and not necessarily with the person or with the situation, but more so with yourself. Spirit is saying be patient with yourself in your healing process, and be patient with letting these things go, because yes, they're going to resurface and you're going to have that opportunity to truly let go, but don't be so hard on yourself when you realize that you hadn't let it go. Have that patience and that compassion with yourself, and understand that this is happening for you. It's not happening to you. I heard Jim Carrey say that one time in one of his speeches, like, you know, life is happening for you, not to you. And I kind of live by that now. And it's like, sometimes you feel like, why the fuck is this happening to me? Why me? Why me? And it's like, no, this is happening for you, for elevation of yourself. And all of these things that have happened thus far, even when it comes to this romantic connection that I'm picking up here, this feels romantic to me. I mean, it could be something else, but it does feel like it was a romantic connection. Even when it comes to this, when you think that you let things go and it reemerges, even this type of thing is for your own personal development. It's so that you can see things about yourself that you didn't know, and so that you can realize and learn lessons about yourself. Because if this kind of shit didn't happen, then what the fuck would we be learning? You know what I mean? Like, what would we be evolving? No, we would just be staying stuck. So everything that happens, especially when it comes to these type of things, you can either choose to look at it very negatively, like why, or you can choose to see it in a positive light, like, okay, this happened for me. This happened for a lesson for myself. So that's a message for someone. I don't know who, but it's for somebody. So let's get some other messages going here. Let's see what else Spirit has to say when it comes to some energetic things that are going to be going on in Venus retrograde. Where do we want to go with this? Let's do the Energy Oracle deck. Okay, so we're going to be doing the Energy Oracle deck. I'm trying to get this done before my son wakes up from his nap, you guys. So I might be talking a little faster than normal. Let's see. My hair is like fucking falling out everywhere. My angels and my spirit guides, please bring forward the energy and messages that we need for the collective during this Venus retrograde. What do we need to know? Oh shit. I'm just gonna take those. Financial constraints and the garden and the gate. Okay. Accuracy and clarity. Accuracy and clarity. What else do we need to know? Yeah, so when it comes to Venus retrograde, like I said, there's also things that have to do with finances that are going to be coming up, and I definitely feel like that's what I'm picking up here. Okay, this makes me happy. All right. Okay, so I do feel with this, there has been a lot of closing out energy here. So I do feel like there is someone that this is going to resonate for, some people, whoever it is, that there has been financial constraints that you have been dealing with for years. Like it's almost like you get to a certain point when it comes to your finances and it feels like things are getting better. It feels like you're making more income, feels really good. And you're starting to see the brighter side of things when it comes to finances. And then another cycle of constraint comes upon you. And I feel like this is a cycle that has been playing out for years with some of you. And I do feel like this is starting to close out karmically, because even when it comes to karmic cycles, there's also karmic cycles that are affected when it comes to finances, not just relationships. So these are things that are in past lives, that are written in our soul contracts, that we have to learn about ourselves and our career and our path and our finances. And some of this is ancestral. Some people have things that have been placed on them throughout their ancestral line and their lineage that resurface within you, so that you can learn about financial prosperity, so that you can learn about how to view money and view it as energy rather than an actual object, because money is energy as well. Being able to see money as a flow of energy and being able to not hold on to it and constrain it and have that constraint mentality around it, because I know that for myself included, in the past, I have viewed money and finances in a certain way. It's like that struggle mentality. And I think I've been thinking about this, or maybe even talking about this with you guys for quite some time now. And if I haven't, then I'm fucking tripping. But I feel that there is this struggle mentality that has been cycling throughout your ancestry and yourself as well. And now this is closing out. Now you are going to start seeing the door open. So here in this photo, in this picture here, we have the financial constraint and you see the door, right? And I feel like this is one door open and one door closed. There's spider web. So it's like viewing it very negatively. And then we have the garden and the gate, and this is looking out into the unknown and being able to draw in prosperity. For me, this is how I'm seeing it. I see this girl, she's looking out and she's like, okay, like, I think that I see things changing. I think that this looks enticing, but there's still this gate here and the gate is still closed. But then we have the doorway to healing and happiness. And then we have victory and blossoming abundance here. And there's a lot of threes in here. I don't know if you guys see that, but we have 13, we have 30, we have 3, we have 34. So this is major changes energy and major energetic shifts when it comes to abundance. And then we have victory, which is fucking beautiful. And then 28 is 10. So this is completion. This is completion of this cycle. This is letting go of this financial constraint energy and being able to look over the gate and see things coming forward, but being able to be like, okay, now I can open that shit. And look at this doorway, or the door to personal healing and happiness. Look at the door opening. You see the rainbow there. You see this very beautiful energy at the other side of those doors. And this is kind of crazy. Do you see, like, here we have, this is why I like using cards, because you can visually see it for you guys. You see one door open, you see the spider webs, then you see the gate closed, but you're looking out and you can see that there's something beyond that gate, but you're not sure exactly if you can open it. And then boom, we have that opening up with the victory and blossoming abundance. And it's like, okay, here's the opening, I can see in there now, here's the victory, and now I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Does this make sense? I know that, you know, I may be explaining it kind of funny, but this is the way that it's coming out to me, and this is the way that I'm visually seeing it with these cards, which is so fucking beautiful. It's like telling us a story. It's telling us a story about change and telling us a story about how we can view things differently and how we are capable of not only, you know, window shopping. It's kind of like she's window shopping here. Like she sees the energy, she sees the difference, she sees what she could have, but she's like, oh, I don't know if I can really open that. And it's like, yes, the fuck you can. you can open it, and the door is going to open, and you are going to be victorious, and your abundance is going to be blossoming. And abundance comes in so many different forms, you guys. It's not just financial. Abundance is a multitude of things. I feel like for a lot of you, you are going to start seeing abundance in your life in different areas. Abundance of love, abundance of finances, abundance of opportunities, abundance of energy. Like, I just feel it's very, very beautiful, because you are letting the old cycles be exactly what that is, the old fucking cycle. That's the old way of living, and you're not going to be doing this anymore. You're going to be looking past the financial constraints. So for some of you, you may still be in this energy during this time frame of Venus retrograde, but I do feel like you are going to be experiencing energetic shifts. And when that excuse me, I need water, oh my god, when that energetic shift happens, you're going to see the difference, and you're going to feel the difference. This is bomb. I'm so happy that I chose this deck. Spirit, thank you. And everything that you guys are doing right now is so divinely guided and divinely led. You are led by spirit and by the divine. Just know that. I feel like I had to say that, because I feel that sometimes, myself included, we get stuck in the when, what, where, why, and how. And spirit is here to remind you that it's happening for you. It really truly is. It's happening for you. And there is, of course, that energy of like, I want to know when, I want to know like how long it's going to take. But spirit is saying that you are divinely guided at this time, and everything happens in divine timing. And I feel for some of you, it's been a long time coming. Like, it's finally time for you to be happy and see the abundance. And again, I don't just mean money, although I do see money flowing in for you. It's time to see just everything from a different perspective. What else do we have? So you guys know a lot of people are watching this, so there's a lot of different messages that are going to resonate. This whole thing could resonate for you, or there could just be bits and pieces. But if you clicked on this, something is going to be in here for you. What else, Spirit? What else do we have to tell the collective today in regards to Venus retrograde community? Okay. How did I fucking know? How did I fucking know? Oh, we can't make it up. I fucking knew it, dude. All right. So, wow. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, so this is going to be for a specific few. Community, door to romance, a broken heart, walking away. Fourth chakra, which is your fucking heart chakra. Do you guys see that there's 3 heart-centered cards here? I am tripping. So I am definitely picking up on a third-party situation here. I do feel that someone is going to be walking away from the situation, finally getting the courage during this Venus retrograde to let this shit the fuck go. Walk the fuck away. For a lot of you, I feel like you are completely blocked out when it comes to your heart chakra energy. And I feel like you are in a false illusion. I'm picking up a commitment or a relationship that was committed that was false. Like, I feel like it felt very romantic, but there was this third party on the side the whole fucking time. Broken heart energy. This is somebody who either you have found this out, or you have been energetically sensing it. I just heard Aquarius. I don't know why. I just heard that's going to be for a specific few, but I just heard Aquarius. So I do feel like this has been an illusion this whole time. Homeboy or homegirl had somebody on the side. There was a third party situation going on here, and you are finally getting the courage to walk away and think for yourself and get back into your heart space energy for you. So for some of you, you are going to be working on healing your heart chakra so that you are able to walk away. And for some of you, this is why you haven't been able to walk away, because your heart chakra is super fucking blocked, which affects the way that you feel about yourself, the way that you love yourself, and the way that you love others, and the way that you view love. And I definitely feel like that's what I'm picking up here. That's kind of crazy. And it's funny because I wasn't even gonna pick these cards. I don't know if you guys saw, but they kind of just fell out: the broken heart, the walking away, and then the heart chakra. So I do feel like you are being guided and helped around this time to see the truth, as far as it comes to your connection and your relationship, but also see the truth of how you've been treating yourself and how you have been, treated by others and what you have allowed. And I feel like it's finally time to walk away for you so that you can honor yourself, walk away, honor your heart chakra, honor your heart, honor your self-love. I want to get a little bit more clarification on this. Let's see. I'm like shaking a little bit from this one. I know like I had some really good shit coming up with positive shit, and then this came up. But again, a lot of people are watching this, so I have to bring forward the messages that Spirit is asking of me. So, damn it. Oh, this card's. Let's see what else. What else do we have to bring forward in regards to this? Let's clarify a little bit more of this message with this walking away, this third party situation, heart chakra energy. After the same already. What else is coming up? Yeah, and this is like, it's time to, you're literally in this energy of making a fucking super tough decision. And even though it seems like if you were to see this and you're like, yeah, I gotta walk away, it seems so fucking easy, right? Is it? Not really. But you are about to have this communication with this person and tell your truth and speak your truth. And some of you may even be getting communication from the third party. I don't know. I just heard that right now. Some of you may be receiving messages from the third party or a phone call or something like that. The third party situation may be reaching out to you. And this might even aid you in your decision making. For some of you, you may be like, okay, all right, that's what's up. That's what's been happening. Okay, thank you for that. Even if that person is not telling the truth completely, I feel like even just picking up on that energy of like, wow, this person really did this to me. This person was still communicating with the third party. This person was connecting with the third party. This is making my decision easier. I feel that that is something that I'm picking up here. That's going to make your decision a lot easier. What else? Let me just make sure this shit is still recording because it does this to me all the time. Wow, we're already at 21, 27. Oh my gosh. All right. What else? And then I'm going to leave it at this message. Yeah. Stop. Stop. Letting go. Yeah, this is the end. This is coming to an end. This is the world. This is a completion of a cycle. This is a completion of the cycle that has been repeating itself when it comes to this relationship. And not only with this relationship, I'm picking up somebody who's been putting up with this kind of shit in other connections as well. Walking away, the world, closing out, starting something new with yourself, letting the fuck go of this type of energy because you don't deserve it. And you know it. And you're reconnecting to yourself. You're thinking from your heart chakra. You're gonna, for some of you, again, I feel like you may even be doing heart chakra healing, working on your alignment, getting your alignment right. Because when you are aligned, that is when you attract in these more aligned situations. And this is out of alignment. Third party situation, broken heart. This is something that you need to walk away from so that you can align yourself. A little bit of a tough love message there, but I had to do it. Spirit said so. So, if this was for you, it was. If it wasn't, it wasn't. Don't force it. Don't freak out if it's not for you. If it's for you, you are going to fucking know. I am going to get off here now, you guys. I hope that this was helpful for you. Thank you guys so much for all your shares, your likes, your donations, purchasing my products. It means the world to me. I will see you guys on the next video.